Hello, my friend. This is Clyde. This message is for you. It comes from Isaiah 40, from verse 28 to 31. Don't you know? Haven't you heard? The eternal God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, doesn't grow tired or become weary. His understanding is beyond reach. He gives strength to those who grow tired and increases the strength of those who are weak. Even young people grow tired and become weary, and young men will stumble and fall. Yet the strength of those who wait with hope in the Lord will be renewed. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and won't grow weary. They will walk and won't grow tired. An important feature of any form of communication is comprehension. If you're engaged in a conversation, each person has to understand what is going on, or otherwise it would have been time wasted. Well, it doesn't have to be time wasted. It might require a revision of the experience to ensure that there is understanding. Let me give an example. I once witnessed a situation in which one person sought to insult another person with using a bunch of unusually large words that sounded really impressive. The other guy just stood there looking lost. He had no clue what was being said because the words that were being used were not words that he was familiar with. Now let us understand what this text is saying to you. First of all, let us identify the persons involved. The writer is a representative of God, someone who got a message from God. The message is meant for you, for anyone who will listen. In this instance, it is you and the writer who is speaking on behalf of God. The text is a message from God. God evidently has something to say to you, and he chose this medium to convey his message, and he does it in a manner that you're familiar with. It comes through the Bible. Oh, there is something that I must point out. You play an important role in this experience. If you don't want to hear the message, you can shut it down right now. Also, after you have heard the message, it is entirely your choice how you respond. So what is this message that seems to be so important? Well, God is introducing himself to you for a special reason. How you navigate this life is important to God. He wants you to succeed in your daily experiences and come out a winner. You are very likely not winning right now, not because you're a bad person, but because you need a fresh take on things. You're probably trying to do life on your own terms and with your own limited ideas. God is inviting you, my friend, to a better understanding. He says that, first of all, you need to know who God is and what he can do. God is supernatural. God is no ordinary being. God is larger than life. You can be in a good relationship with someone, but you only know so much about the person and nothing more. Well, God is taking time to help you get a grip on who he is. He's everlasting, which means that he has no beginning and he has no end. He was never born and he will never die. Let that soak in. Also, he made all this thing that we call earth. Come on, you knew that before. But stop and think about it. When was the last time you looked at nature? Anything. Look again, because God made the mountains and the sea. And you've never seen the mountain fall off the earth into outer space, have you? Sounds ridiculous, but it is true. Now, let us turn to the listener, you. Who are you? And what does your life look like? You're a regular person just trying to get through life, but you have had some pretty huge challenges. There have been times that you've got tired of the challenges you face. Financial hardships. You can't seem to get ahead no matter how hard you try. You're struggling to make ends meet. You dream and nothing seems to be working out. You are struggling with things at work. The demands that are made on you are so unreal and unrealistic. Or you find that at the beginning of every year, you do the resolution thing. You know, some folks get sophisticated and they ask God for a word for the year. Words like purpose, victory, reset, goals. You've tried that, but it seems to be meaningful until about January 8th. And after a while, the word just fades into the background and you settle back into the struggle. Oh, yes, you pray regularly, but it is one big struggle at home with the spouse, at work with the demands, at church with some not so nice people, with the pandemic and the fear it brings, and battling health issues. Does any of that sound familiar? Well, God is here to change things. He says, if you want to win, wait on me. Seriously, God? Is that the solution to my problem? God is saying that you've been doing this thing the wrong way. You need to make use of the everlasting God, the God who knows about life and who has the resources you need to be a champion. Waiting on him doesn't mean sitting down doing nothing. He says that you need to take on a new attitude. From today, I should choose to rely totally on God because he has proven himself to be one who does the unusual. God wants you to not just know about him, but to know him personally. Make use of him in your life. Take advantage of his power and his might and know that he is willing to do great things for you. But he says you've got to get into a position where you direct all your confidence in him. Trust me, it works. God wants you to be strong, to live above your negative circumstances, to do very well consistently. Do you understand his message to you? Well, let's put it to work.